Why is it so hard to get things done? To just do the thing that's on the list, to complete the to-dos, and to not give in to idleness. For the Western population, we have access to so much, yet it is oftentimes so easy to sit and do nothing at all. Myself included. The good news is we don't have to stay this way. We have a choice. On the day-to-day basis, we can either choose to take one step closer to becoming the best version of ourselves, or we can choose to take one step backwards or nowhere and stay the same way we've been all our lives. And let's be honest, part of the reason we can lay in bed 1, 2, or even 3 hours more than we actually need, or we can scroll on TikTok endlessly for hours, is because we lack the motivation needed to get things done. And while there really is no quick and easy fix to low motivation, that takes time and that takes knowing yourself, I do have a few tried and true things that help me get the burst of energy I need to go from a really lazy and slow day to a very productive day. All right, so let's get started. First things first, this is actually, funny enough, sometimes the hardest point, but it's also very simple. Get out of bed, guys, and get dressed. Nearly every time I've woken up and went straight to social media, I almost automatically end up laying there an extra hour or two longer than I need to. And that sounds terrible, but it's true. Once you get on there and you're just scrolling and scrolling, it's so hard to get out of that loop. And if checking social media is really that important to you, or maybe it's part of your job or something of that sort, then do it while you're out of the bed, in the bathroom, brushing your teeth. You can get it done, believe me, but at least you're up and you're out the bed and you're getting your blood flow. The goal is to really prioritize doing what is most essential to you in the first few moments of your waking. For some people, it's drinking water, drinking tea. For others, it's just getting up out of bed and getting your blood pumping so you can get started with your day. Once you're up, let's get dressed. Obviously, if you work remote, you're probably wearing sweatpants, things like that. That's totally fine. I literally wear this and these sweatpants nearly every day, and I work from home and it works perfectly fine for me. You do not have to dress like a superstar if you're gonna be in a house. If you are having to get up to go to an actual location, well, look, you gotta get dressed. So that part's already done for you. It's like a no-brainer. You have to do it. Even if it's just sweatpants, a sweater, and cozy socks, sweatpants, a sweater, and cozy socks, you can do it. It's simple. Just put on something. Also, for girls, doing your hair, putting on some makeup. Makeup is not essential, but it does make me feel better about myself. And for me, when I look better, I feel like I do way better. I feel like I'm more confident, I'm more present in meetings, things like that. All right, number 2. Nourish and hydrate. It's a big one, guys. You need the energy in order to do the productive thing. While you may be dressed and ready to run out the door or to get work started, it's super important that you give your body something to work with. I, myself, am not always good at this. I just want to get things started or jump into the day, or I just plain old don't feel like eating anything. Let's think about it. Say you went to sleep at 11 p.m. last night and you woke up at 8 a.m. this morning. That was about 9 hours of time spent where you weren't eating anything. So when you wake up in the morning, it's important that you eat something and you drink something. All right, number 3, list out your intentions for the day. This is actually one of my favorite parts. So make a plan, guys. In other words, put together a short and specific list of things that are most important for you to get done. I know some of you hear me say short and you're like, okay, that'll be about 10 things. Nuh-uh. It needs to be short. So I mean like 2 or 3 things that you must get done within the day, and be reasonable. And I'll also say this is kind of hard sometimes, surprisingly. And what's hard is not listing a bunch of things, because when you're pumped up, right, you've ate something, you've gotten dressed, you're feeling real good, it's so easy to list a bunch of things that you're going to get done for the day. But it's important that we're also really realistic with ourselves in terms of what we're actually able to get done and how long things take to get done. All right, so now we've made it to point 4. Get the things done. This one is, I don't know if it's the fun part, sad part, hard part, easy part, I don't know, but it's important. The execution is so important, but at this point, you can do it. You're dressed, you've ate, you've drunk water, juice, whatever you need, you can do it. Just do it. One task at a time with tiny breaks in between, and make sure you do the tiny breaks in between. Also, very important, the thing about breaks, please don't overdo it. If you sit in on a break too long, you will find yourself there way longer than you intended. The magic in breaks is keeping them short and finite with really solid time frames for them. Whether for you it's only 5 minutes or whether it's, hey, you know what, I'm gonna take a 20-minute or a 15-minute break. Keep them very specific and short even. I remember back in college, someone once told me something that helps them stay productive when they're getting things done. And they mentioned Newton's first law of motion, which is an object in motion stays in motion. An object at rest stays at rest. That's the key, guys. Once you stop, it's so hard to get back going. So don't stop for too long if you do. And last but certainly not least, point 5, reward yourself. Listen, once you've gotten all the things done and you've crossed off the to-dos, reward yourself. This is, I mean, honestly, for me, checking off things off my to-do list is rewarding in itself, but really, do something nice for yourself. And it could be as simple as going to watch your favorite movie on TV now because you've done the work, you've done the things, you've taken care of your body and yourself. Now you're gonna go treat yourself to just relaxing on the couch. Or maybe it's going to buy a smoothie. Sometimes I'll treat myself to a Target run and I'll say, you know what, I'm gonna go buy myself 1, maybe 10 things at Target. And that's okay as well. And for us social media people, maybe it's just being able to scroll on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram guilt-free. I know what I'm talking about. When you're on social media, but you know you shouldn't be, and then you're feeling all guilty, and it just takes away from the fun of social media. So guilt-free scrolling, guys. At this point, you've shown up for yourself, so reward yourself. So these tips are my ultimate go-tos when I am just feeling down in the slumps, and these things really do help me get up and get out and get productive. Let me know in the comments if these work for you or if you have tips of your own that work really well for you to get things done. Thanks for watching. Bye.